Hey, this is Sunday. What a great day for walking. I do this every day. It's fantastic for my health. Keeps me young, makes me look 37 instead of 57 million years old. That's not the only reason I do it though. It's to do it because I do my work. When I walk, I focus. I have amazing energy and I'm able to basically tap into the universe to get answers to very important challenges and my own personal growth, all right? So I'm checking in live with you today to give you some amazing updates of what's been going on. Now, some of you may know that follow me closely. If you don't follow me closely, just joined, well, you're going to learn something. In the past 6 weeks, I've had all my bank accounts cancelled, all my Instagram accounts cancelled, and lots of other things. And when these things happen to you, you think, what the fuck is going on? But I wanted to reassure all of you that that's just part of growing. And here's the thing, if you're not growing, you're not really making a difference. Now, I managed to get new bank accounts, got my Instagram account back, all that kind of stuff, through my own network and, of course, persistence in what you're doing with your own brand. Now, I've got some amazing updates for all of you. As you know, I started the Start Over book series. The full title of the books are Start Over, Turn Any Loss into a Sensational Comeback. And the first 9 volumes have been released in less than 1 year. And all of them have gone to #1 bestseller, and they're still #1. In fact, they're pretty much all in the top 10 still, which is incredible. And I want to thank all the authors that invested in this project to really get their name out there, get reach, get book royalties, get speaking gigs, speaking fees, and of course, most importantly, to get embodied in an authentic personal brand as a thought leader. Because the reason people stick with you, follow you, and buy from you is because you're a thought leader, a leader in the niche that you lent into and are still doing. The niche that you basically showing that you're evolving, all right? Remember that we are in an economy that a lot of people haven't figured out because it's changing all the time. And with the explosion of AI, it's changed again, but also things have stayed the same. And what that means is it's just that AI has exploded visibility for a lot of people, but it's made them kind of diluted in what they're doing. For example, last year there was nearly 50% more content produced online because of AI, people producing videos looking perfect, polished, and all this kind of thing. But what it did, it watered them down because people are not looking for more information. What people are looking for is people are looking to feel something. People are looking for authenticity. People are looking for, most importantly, courage. And you having the balls, metaphorically, even if you're a woman, to get in there and show people that you are an identity that is growing, evolving, and very, very brave, that takes risks to get where they want to get to. Because, of course, when you lean into your own evolution of growth, that impacts the people around you, even if you've not met those people yet. When people understand who you are by reading your story of how you got from a low point in your life to where you are now, and why you turned it around and how you did it, and you're prepared to share the facts, people really respect that, and people actually are inspired by your story. And really, the one thing that separates you and every other personal brand is story. But it's not just the story, it's the storytelling. And what you've got to learn is to be a storyteller. Storytelling is a forgotten art for thousands of years, but now the reason it's making a comeback is because people are fed up of more information. They want to feel something, they want to be able to relate to you, but also it's really important that people want to be inspired and they want to learn something from you that they can't learn from anywhere else. So you can be positioned as the only solution for them to really take themselves to the next level. And the reason people trust you to do that, by the way, trust is at an all-time low. So anything that you can do to basically collapse the time it takes to build trust is one of the most important exercises and occupations that you have to do in your content. Now, people say to me, all the time, well, Marco, I can't be bothered doing content, social media, I hate it, and all this kind of stuff. But if you have a business in 2026 and you're not on social media, you will die. If you're not online, you will die. If you are not leaned into your own growth, you will die. If you don't learn to master new things and treat learning as the top asset you have in your life, you will die. And you will, not really live the life that you want. But the people that don't live the life they want, I'm sorry, I'd have no pity on that, because they don't have the courage to go and change it. Now, one of the costs of evolving, growing, and leaning into something and really pushing the boundaries is that you are going to get a lot of jealousy and hate. You're going to get attacked online by people that are very good at typing things in keyboards, because it's so easy and convenient for them to do it. And the people that hate you and are jealous of you and keep attacking you are the people really that want to be you but don't have the courage to do it, and they're fucking cowards. And the thing about people that hate you is they just don't want to do what you're doing because they're so afraid. They have so much fear because they're cowards. And one of the things that I detest in life are cowards. And you see them all around you all the time. You see in the world right now, there's a lot going on. There's lots of wars. There's lots of politics. There's lots of religion, prejudice, all this kind of stuff. And it's difficult to actually get to the facts because there's a lot of spin out there by legacy media. You never know what actually is the truth. But the truth is, if you allow regimes to dominate countries and take away people's freedoms and liberties, and if we don't rise up together against that, then what you're going to find is you're going to find that you're going to be controlled in a world that you don't want to be in. And the reason people do that is because they can get away with it. All right, so I'm sorry to say, I'm never political, but I'm going to be a little bit political today. I am in for freeing Iran. I have many Iranian friends and family over in Iran that are fighting for their lives to free themselves of this Iranian terrible regime that has dominated for 47 years. And they killed 33,000 people in January, massacred them for demonstrating in the street of the control of the mullahs and all these people that basically say that women are like animals and should be treated like animals, and you can marry them at 9 years old. I'm sorry, I have to say something about that. It shouldn't not be in this world today, but it is still. And if we don't fight and come together as a group, it will still go on. Honestly, it will still go on. You'll see a lot of hate right now, people virtue signalling. Oh, the Americans are killing all these people. Well, the Americans saved our lives many, many times. Being a Brit, I remember this. My mum remembers this. And whatever you say, you can't give so much power to a country that says women you can marry at 9 years old and you should stone them and all kinds of shit like that. So I'm for the freedom of Iran, and I've never ever said anything political at all. I just don't. But if you give the Iranian regime nuclear weapons and allow them to continue the emancipation and enslavement of their own people, it's going to filter through the rest of the world, and this is not good. All right, and I have to say something. Anyway, that's my rant. All right, so what I was going to say on a commercial side, a business side, is that I'm always taking risks. I don't remember a time I haven't taken a risk, because not taking risk for me is not exciting. It's just not worth living the life that you could live, because you've got so much potential, but people waste their time worrying about what will go wrong instead of focusing on what could go right. And yes, a lot's gone wrong in my life, but here's the thing. I'm 57 years old, but I'm living the life of my dreams, literally. But if I had not suffered, sacrificed and taken risks, there's no way that I'd be here. I would have rather die anyway than live a life like that, So, and yes, there's been people mentioning, well, you've been attacked online, Marco, and all this kind of thing. But yeah, I've debunked all those attacks. And you'll see that I've debunked it in the press and stuff like that. And it's just jealousy, people that want what you've got but are not prepared to take the actions necessary to get there. They think it should be given to them. They're entitled, we call them. So yes, I am old school, and I am in a generation where I also am very close to my mum and her friends. and they are disgusted by what's going on in the world right now. They said, this is not what we fought for. We fought for freedom. We fought for people that, take pride in growing and not this entitled culture of snowflakes. So that's what I wanted to say. Now, what's happening today? Today, I'm doing a webinar at 8 p.m. in a few hours of how to create an audiobook and make shit ton of money and really solidify your brand. You know that I'm a publisher and I help people write books. I help people build their brands. I help people make a shit ton of money through social media content. I help people do a lot of things, right? But this is one of my favorite things, is to get your voice out there on audio to the rest of the world, because more people listen to books than actually read books today. And the reason for this is because of time. Because you can listen to a book when you're running, when you're walking, when you're doing stuff, when you're driving, when you're at the gym, anything. It just saves a lot of time. So a lot of people love to listen. So at 8 p.m. today, I'll put the link in my story so you can join it. I'm doing this informational masterclass on how to get an audiobook out there and make really great money, but also solidify and really, embody your brand, because people, when they buy from you, they need to hear your voice, but they need to hear it not just in micro content, but also in long form content of, have you got substance? Are you authentic? There's something I can really learn from you and take away from you? Because here's the thing, right? The more pain that you've been through and suffering that you've been through and overcome it, and you've got the tools to overcome it, people really want to buy from you. And they will stay a client from you for the rest of your life. They'll just keep buying anything that you drop. They really fucking will, honestly. But you've got to have the courage to go out there and actually be that person. And that's the identity that you need to channel. The identity you need to channel is if you project, if you think about who you want to be in 5 years, your ideal future self, that's the person you should be today. But to be that person today, you have to take a lot of risk. You have to use a lot of courage, because you haven't mastered the skills of the ideal future self in 5 years yet. But the more you lean into learning those skills and being comfortable, making a lot of fucking mistakes, and actually doing the stuff you want to do, you'll do it faster than 5 years. You'll do it in 6 months, right? What does Elon Musk say? Elon Musk says, if you set a goal that you're going to clean the house in 6 months, you'll clean it in 6 months. But if you set a goal you have to do it in 3 days, you'll do it in 3 days. It's just about deadlines. It's about belief. It's about taking the action necessary to go and do that. So that's the webinar I've got at 8 o'clock tonight. Also, I want to share that we've just launched, which is so exciting. We've just launched, so we've got the book series, but now we've just launched the Start Over Business Chapters. So you can join a business chapter anywhere in the world. We meet every week. I train you how to network, how to build a business. I help you fund your business. I help you grow it. I help you scale it. We meet face-to-face every month. You get exclusive use of Marco AI included in the subscription, because that's normally $150 a month. So you get that for free. Marco AI is 35 years of my wisdom. It's insane. And if you see people making money online, they're probably using Marco AI. All right. And we're selling the chapters as licenses. And we've just sold the first 2, which is insane. And that is the business to be in if you really are 2 things. 1, you're a business owner, entrepreneur that really wants to scale and build your network and get a lot more clients. And 2, to be a member, to learn how to do business, get it funded, grow and scale. These are the 2 reasons why you should join as a member. So reach out to me if you want details of that. But I'm doing the official launch next Saturday, which is fantastic. And next Sunday, I'm going to be in New York at a very special reveal in Times Square, which I will not tell you what it is yet, but it's been a lifelong dream to do this, and it's like, oh my God, it's an OMG moment. So that's what I want to say. There's some updates there for you. Great updates. Get on the webinar today, if you can. Make the time. It's going to make you money. It's going to help you learn a lot of things about getting your voice out there and building your brand. And I will see you later. Have a fantastic Sunday, what's left of it. All the best.